welcome back to the channel. Today we have another fractal tone tutorial for you, and this is how to dial in John Mayer's gravity tone. We're talking the main intro riff and even the solo. Mainly studio recording type of tone, but this can also translate into the live setting as well. Before that happens, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to help it to grow. The channel is growing. Just want to reach as many people as I can, especially with John Mayer content and fractal content and kind of bringing those two together. And if you are liking some of the preset videos, trying something new, there is a super thanks feature at the bottom of the video. And if you want, there's going to be an email address in the description box. And if you email me and you're like, I would like this preset or this preset, whatever it is, maybe if you could help the channel out by kind of donating using the super thanks feature, that'd be awesome. It could help the channel to grow. In return, I'll send you as many presets as you would like from kind of my preset catalog. And don't forget, comment in the comment section if you would like to see any other type of videos in the future. All right, so let's move on. The bass tone we're going for is a 2-rock and kind of clean, almost like a little tiny bit of hair to it. If you listen to live recordings of this, he definitely uses some sort of boost, most likely the clon for the intro riff, and then I think from what I understand from John Mayer Gear on Instagram, uses the TS10 for the solo. I'm going to do things a little bit different in here, but it's whatever you think works best for you. So today, using the PRS Silver Sky, this is a 2022 model. It's awesome. We're going to stick to the 4 position, and I'm actually going to dial back quite a bit on the tone knob to probably around 6, just to kind of knock some of that high end off. So let's go ahead and dive into FM3 edit. So here is the kind of bass tone for the intro part of the clip that I just played. So we have a compressor, tremolo, amp cab, a little bit of slapback delay, and reverb. So let's go and start with the amp and cab. It's just my go-to, the 2-Stone J35. Here are the settings in the ideal tab, nothing too special. And then something I've been experimenting with is the cabs. And for the cabs, I just switched out the 4x12 rumble for something with a little less bass, and that is the 2x12, the 2-Stone with a 160 ribbon mic in front of it. And then, of course, we have the room mic IR. And then we have a little bit of room reflections in here. So just the only thing I did was change the room level and then the room shape, that's all. And then moving on to the delay, and let's go ahead and turn off the compressor and the tremolo, and at some point we'll just play all 4 of these components at the same time. So the delay is just meant to model that Aquapus type of slapback. I did stick it at the very end of the chain, not before, just because this one, especially in the fractal, it kind of simulates that bucket brigade that gets that kind of saturation, which I don't really want in this, so I stuck it at the very end. So here are the settings. Very minimal on the feedback. Like, let's go turn the reverb off and I'll have you listen to it. You can kind of hear it just a little bit. And then the reverb, I have the South Church, and then I set it to economy just because this is a very dense preset. But here are the settings for that. And then we'll play a little bit. So I think something that a lot of people forget is there is a tremolo going on the studio recording. And even I think live, there are clips from John Mayer gear on Instagram, and I'll throw a little link for him. Alejandro he's a good guy, and he does his due diligence to research all this. You see John kicking the Strymon Flint on and off quite a bit, and it's one side is a tremolo and then one side's the reverb. So I'm assuming that he's using probably like the harmonic trem setting. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. So pretty simple. Here's doing the rate. It's hard to nail the rate of the tremolo, especially for the studio recording. So I just kind of approximated it. But here it is right here. Changed the LFO type to sine, so it's a little bit smoother, and the type is the harmonic trem. And we want this to be as subtle as possible, so it's like a little tiny bit of movement. In the earlier days, like the Continuum era, when you would play this live, I definitely noticed the tremolo when he would go into the, I guess you could call it the pre-chorus or whatever, when he would play the A minor. You could really hear that going. So here are my settings. The depth is set very low. I could probably even go a little bit lower if I wanted to, but I think in a mix it pops out a little bit more. So that's all I did right there. And then to kind of smoothen things up a little bit and then also give it a little bit more level, I threw on a compressor, the studio compressor, and I think I just changed the ratio to 4:1, and then just under 66% mix, and then bumped up the level a little bit to compensate for that drop in volume. And then this is the overall intro tone. And if you're really going for the studio tone, you could probably even dial the tone knob back even more just to hide the pick attack, or so I'm using my fingers, but the initial attack, the transient of the note. So then we come to the solo. Like at John Mayer Gear says, it is the TS10 for the solo. And most of the time, especially live, he's always changing pickup positions. Sometimes even plays on the bridge. I think that's when he does this really slinky and kind of sloppy type playing, but it's still really beautiful playing. And he flips to the bridge position. Studio recording, I believe it was the neck pickup, according to that Fender Custom Shop Black One video. That was that tone. For the intro clip that I played, I used the 4 position, and I used my Klon setting right here. So drive block set to the FET boost. Here's the basic tab, and then it comes live in the tone tab, where we do a lot of mid-range sculpting, because I think the Klon has a little bit of, I think it's more of high mids compared to a tube screamer. And then we change it to the germanium clip. So here's kind of what it would sound like, again with the tone rolled back. And I'll play it both with the neck pickup and then the out of phase position. And now let's go neck pickup. maybe the neck pickup works better if you're going for the studio tone. I think it's got more body to it. I really like how it keeps the tremolo from not disappearing. It's still kind of out there. I think the compressor is one of the key features to this type of tone. I know he's using a compressor a lot these days, especially for the Sob Rock tour. I can't remember exactly which one, but I know he used the slide rig for a hot second and then he switched to a different one. But I think it just smooths things out and it gives you that sustain that this song is really known for. So hope this helped you to kind of try and get that tone. This is a great tone. It's one of his more iconic ones. So hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you next time. Bye.